Ladies and gentlemen, big ring fans and cycling enthusiasts in general, what a magnificent time it is to be a cycling fan. Tour de France second week rest day is with us, and that is why you see this massive turnout for the TBR Handicap Supercrit this week, Monday night on Zwift as ever. Richmond course tonight, which is a flat course, will suit the stronger, bigger riders we tend to find. This is online handicap racing at its finest. Cycling fans will have been following the Tour de France. Very interesting racing over the first 2 weeks. Of course, they bill themselves as the world's greatest bike race. Athletes, magnificent athletes aplenty, that is for sure. But if you're looking for the pinnacle of athletic performance, you've come to the right place. As we see the TBR crew roll out, the go has been given. You can see the importance on the flat track of staying with the bunch. Absolutely imperative to not drop the last wheel. At this early stage, very unlikely that anyone is going to be able to attack off the front and make it stick, but you will come undone if you drop that last wheel, because the virtual mass of the bunch just rolls on and it will be impossible to claw back. Moving forward now, nearly halfway through the race, and we just see here, this is an interesting thing to look at. One of the A grade riders just has come through there, and I think we're going to see a few more past the bunch in the near future. Golden Shaft there just saying, not one of us, so not one to try and follow. Perfectly within your rights to try and chase and hold the wheel of any other groups on the road, but you must be wary of whether that effort will tell in the back end. Yes, here we see those Group A riders, and they come through and they're actually going to draw out a bit of an attack. So a couple of the riders here are going to try and hold those wheels. So we've got Keane, Sardi and Niall Rayside looking to put the handicap group under pressure, with Nisbet just riding tempo there, and we'll see what comes of this. So Rayside, Sardi and Keane, very familiar with the format, so they know what to expect here. If you really on the flat track, you're at threshold the entire time, so to really dig deep and try and hold on to that A grade wheel, you're going to have to go with them for a long time. Otherwise, I would suggest that the bunch is all going to come back together, which it looks like it's doing now under Anthony Plummer's power up. So frantic start as always, but we haven't really gone through the field. This week we've got Keane, Rayside and Sardi, they've already been mentioned. TBR heavy hitter and stalwart Anthony Plummer, who would be very suited to this type of course, although he is back from a spell. We haven't seen him in a while, so we'll see how the legs are holding up. Pettengill, Tom Nisbet, Matt Smith, McBrien also in the group tonight. A couple of ineligible riders. If you're in the event, you'll be able to spot them. They're running a significantly higher watts per kilo when holding in the bunch, is generally the way to tell. As we see now, Wayne McKillop out of the USA, the only eligible non-Australian rider this week, looking to work hard. He's at 2.3 handicap watts per kilogram, so that's a big effort. The bunch is thinning out, you can see there. Sardi holding his wheel, and Galbraith, Craig Keane, who has come onto the TBR scene full force, Rayside and Smith there, and it looks to come back together. So very much like a real life crit race on the flat track. TBR surging, then coming back together, the pace comes off, the next surge will come. Who is going to provide that next surge tonight, as Craig Keane and Matt Smith go to the front? Look at Matt Smith's heart rate, 186 beats per minute, while bringing you this magnificent footage. Absolutely fantastic from Keane. This is the end of the incline, which is really a key place to attack, and we see Plummer under pressure at the tail of the group. Tom Nisbet has fallen off the back, and I think that's the last we'll see of him. Plummer falling a second back from Matt Smith, so we'll see how he goes. But Galbraith, Rayside and McKillop providing the pressure on the front. and it thins out. We'll just see Plummer 2 seconds back now, and 3. That might be the end of Anthony Plummer. We have seen better from him. He's a multiple winner of the event, but we'll give him that one first time back. As it looks, if the riders at the back now, Keane, Pettingill, McBrien, just trying to hold the wheel. The bunch has come back together, and now we see Wayne McKillop pressing on. 2.3 handicap watts per kilo, 145 virtual kilos. Big effort from Wayne McKillop. He's leading out with we're at the U-turn and the sprint to come, so probably 400 metres to race. McKillop's heart rate 173 and 320 watts. But it is Tom Galbraith who's breathing down his neck now. Looks like he's going to bridge to the wheel, and it doesn't look to me like he's going to wait for Wayne McKillop. No, Galbraith pressing on at 400, north of 400 watts, and Tom Galbraith and his filthy avatar moustache looking down the barrel of the camera here. As always, outstanding footage brought to you by Matt Smith this week. Galbraith up to 460, 500 watts. But it is Craig Keane who's out of the saddle and putting down some power. Tom Galbraith looks to be fading now, down to 400 and under watts. It's going to be Craig Keane. He swamps him on the line. Keane at 157 virtual kilograms takes it from Tom Galbraith. And it's going to be Matt Sardi from McKillop, McBrien, Pettingill, Smith, Rayside, all in the bunch. Plummer and Nisbet just falling off the back. Frantic TBR Supercrit as always. We'd love to see you join the Facebook group and race next week. Until then, it's bye now.